Hello, all you wonderful people, my dear viewers. Um, yeah, today we're gonna take on the boss of this area once again, because I did so earlier, but I forgot to change my outfit. So I was wearing the Pyromancer outfit, and I had the feeling that something was wrong, but uh, I also had like the wrong ring equipped for that kind of stuff. I mean, I had the Prisoner's chain equipped, take more damage, and yeah, well, you don't want to have that in light armor. So that didn't go well overall. Let me summon Lop for this fight. Now, I mentioned in the previous episode that the first phase of the fight is 2 versus 1. There are 2 demons down below. And the second phase starts when you kill the second one. And at that point, the moveset of the boss depends on which of the 2 demons you kill last. So I have a preference for one moveset. Most people do, by the way, but it doesn't really matter if you are good enough, of course, which I am not. I'm not a good player. I'm not good Dark Souls. I need to keep good. I'm a casual. As you can see, I have the barbed sword equipped. Because I think the boss can be bled, and it just resists lightning, so my lightning longsword isn't going to do anything to them. I also have a raw falcon as a backup weapon because this is doing poor damage. This does better damage. Now I have Carter's Root right here to increase the bleed auxiliary from 30 to 50, so that should make proccing bleed easier. I also have some blooming purple musculum just in case, because the demons, they have like 2 states. They can be embered, sort of embered, and they can be poison. And their moveset and the damage they inflict kind of depends on the state they're in. Now, as for my miracles, I have Blessed Weapon, I have Dark Blades, just to go with my weapons, my raw weapons. I have Great Heal just in case, and Dory's Knowing for the bleed and dark damage. So I may not actually want these rings. I'm not gonna go for the miracle damage right here. So let me just add the ring of steel protection, and well, you can get some critical hits in. So let me just try the Hornet ring. There we go. Also, I kept the Dragon Crush shield for the fire resist fire absorption. There we go. Already. Let's do this. The one thing I like about this fight is just a visual aesthetic. Like 1 demon, 2 demon. We got the demon in pain from below. That's from below, and that's demon in pain. Now I like personally not getting hit in the face, but I like killing the demon in pain first, mostly because I feel that the second phase is much easier with the movesets that the demon from below gives you. And despite me doing otherwise, they are slow, so you can quite easily dodge their attacks. They are also highly telegraphed. But they do hit quite hard. And staying underneath them does make most of their attacks more easily dodged, and some of their attacks just can't hit you. There we go. If you hit them in the head enough time, you can just actually stagger them and go for a critical. And I should be going for the critical right there. And not got hit in the face. That's this is their unaverage setting. You can see he uses some poison attacks, and if he does that, you can see build-up is quite fast, but if you stay underneath him, it just can't hit you. Oh! There we go, that's the first one. Time to help Lop out. Come on, run, run! That's it, focus on me. Leave Lep alone. And time for the second phase. Because the demon in pain and the demon from below together form the dun dun dun. Demon Prince. And as you can see, he has a monstrous defenses and a monstrous health pool. And he likes to fly around. And I feel that's the biggest issue in this fight is the camera. Because I like to stay locked onto him. But when he flies away, that seriously screws up your camera angle. And my dodging game is not on point. And I feel that he's going for his AoE, yeah, his laser beam attack. When he does that, you can get some hits in from behind, but he ends with an AoE. Centered slightly around him for his last laser. But again, you can stay underneath him. And he will have trouble hitting you. Like that. And you can get some easy hits in. Unless you forgot to roll at the appropriate moments like I do. But just stay close to him and everything should be just fine. There we go. Just 484 damage. Man, that's nothing. Oh! And he has a grab attack, and that does quite a bit of damage, as you can see. Oh my lord. Are you going for your AoE? Yes, you are. Time to get some hits in. And time to back off and apply Rouge. Oof! There we go. Time to check an Estus. Time to check 2 Estus. And time for a crit. Like, no damage at all. And that's with a ring that boosts my critical. So I think if you're not wearing that ring or having a high crit weapon, you shouldn't go. Oh, you shouldn't go for the repost, but just hit him from the side on the head. That does more damage in the end. You're going for your laser beams? You are going for your laser beams. I can get some hits in. And time to back away. And that's it, people. We done it. We done it. We Disney. And as you can see, Lob can tank quite a bit of damage. However, if you are too slow with the first phase of the boss fight, he can and will actually take enough damage to be taken out in the second phase. So you want to have the demon's attention on you. So Lob can actually be a distraction when you need to heal up or something. Mainly just in the second phase. You can just back off a bit, and because Lab will play quite aggressively. He has a wonderful NPC AI. He will distract the demon, he will grab the demon's attention, and you can just safely heal up. Alright, I'm going to light a bonfire here. And grab a small envoy banner, and let's see if we can. Hips. See some lore. Oh, I should also check the war banner. The flagpole that once carried the Lothric crest and guided the knights long ago. The tip of the pole is fitted with a sharply pointed decoration, letting it serve as a spear. Wave the flagpole high in the air like the days of yore, summoning an ethereal war banner and that invigorates the attack of those who gather under it. So this is just a small AoE buff, and I think it only applies as long as you have this weapon out. So you can't just store it away and keep the buff. Alright, but we got where is the small envoy banner? There we go. Small banner used by envoys of the great Lord Gwyn in the days of yore. Face the ringed cliff and hold the banner high to summon the facilitators of transport. For the pygmies who took the Dark Soul, the great Lord gifted the ringed city an isolated place at the world's end and his beloved youngest daughter, promising her that he would come for her when the day came. Now this is quite some interesting lore. This is actually quite some huge implication, because for the pygmies who took the Dark Soul, the intro of Dark Souls 1, which I may start after finishing this game, shows us the four bearers of the Lord's Soul. We had Nito with his Soul of Death. We have the Witch of Italy with the Soul of Life. Lord Gwyn with the Soul of Light, the Soul of Sun, and the Furtive Pygmy with the Dark Soul. But this says for the pygmies, like not a single entity, not multiple entities, who took the Dark Soul. And it's been hugely implied throughout the series that humans are the descendants of the Furtive Pygmy. That he split his Dark Soul just like Gwyn did, because Gwyn, when he was about to prolong the Age of Fire by fueling the flame, he split his soul into pieces, and he gave bits to Seed, he gave a bit to the four kings of what's it, New Londo. And just like Gwyn did that, it has been implied that the pygmy did this with his soul as well, and he gave it to his descendants, the humans. And that's why the humans have such an affinity for darkness, for and why humanity sprites look like humanity from the first game. So this basically says the pygmies, they were there. There was more than one, and they were banished, sort of. They were well, isolated place at world's end. They were kind of put here in the ringed city, away from the worlds, except for, you know, a large part of humanity, which continued to thrive underneath the rule of the gods, worshipping them and all such stuff. And also very interesting, his beloved youngest daughter, because up until this point, and we did meet Yorkshire. Up until this point, we only knew of 3 children of Gwyn. Guinevere, which is revealed in Dark Souls 1 if you like attack her to be an illusion, because she left in a long ago. Gwendolyn, who died in this game because he was eaten by Aldrich, and the Nameless King, his oldest son, who we actually killed. Oh, enough about that. Anyway, we found Yorkshire, who apparently isn't even his youngest daughter, but lived away from the other gods. And here we have the youngest daughter, and we will meet her in person later on in the Ringed City. But she was placed here, isolated from the world, from time even. So what can we take away from this? That Gwyn is a dick to his children. The Nameless King, disowned. Gwendolyn, he was a boy but raised as a girl. Yorkshire, all but forgotten by everyone. And his youngest daughter just stowed away at World's End, like, just do this, that'll come for you. Really? Really? Bastard. Anyway, we got the... There we go, Demon Prince Soul. The demons birthed from a common chaos share almost everything between them and the pride of their prince and his near-fated flame, so that the last demon standing may rekindle it. Like, all the demons are born from chaos, and that's because the Witch of Izalith, with her soul of life, tried to rekindle, or not rekindle the fire, the first flame. She tried to replicate it, and that went horribly wrong, and instead you got the... the Chaos Flame. She turns into a bit of chaos, and it's been implied that there's still some shreds of her in there, or were there, because in Dark Souls 1 you destroy it. And at that moment she also gave birth to the demon race. And it's all but stated in the main game that if you kill like the stray demon, the 2 fire demons, and the demon king, that you have killed the last demon. You've killed all the demons, there are no more demons in this world. Not true, apparently, because we still have the demon prince. And this is going into tearjerker territory, because they share almost everything between them. The demons, not just these demons, just every demon, they share everything, like a hive mind or something. So just imagine that you're one of the last of your race, of your species, and everyone that you lose, every other demon that falls to some stupid hero, you can feel that loss. And this guy, he was holding the last bit of the Chaos Flame. We have it now. So that the last demon standing may rekindle it, and there are no demons anymore. There's no one left to rekindle them. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing per se, because, well, demons, but yeah. Alright, time to attune some other spells. Let's go back to Great Lightning Spear, to... Lightning Stick, and time to equip my rings. That's 1, and that's 2, and no, this seems fine. I really want to wear these because they look epic, but nah, it's fine, it's fine. Maybe we should level up a bit. Just a wee bit. Hello. Alright, so we got 29 vigor, 23 endurance, 52 faith, and I kind of want more spell slots, but I think we need to level up attunement to like 30 in order to get another slot. So I don't really want to do that. That's a lot of investment. I could go. It doesn't even raise my attack power anymore. I do want to get this to 60 at one point, but just by the time I reach meta, which is 120. So for now, let me just go ahead and raise endurance a bit. Get more stamina. I really hope so. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take that from you. Alright, time to enter the ringed city. And go to one of the places that is frequently visited by trolls. Let's see, there's nothing here, I believe. Nah. So I'm not gonna do the whole ringed city in one go because I feel that I'm neglecting the main story a bit. But I do want to get a certain miracle before going ahead with the Grand Arcos and Lothar Castle and everything. And because I really have trouble with the final boss of the DLC. I find him so difficult. Oh, he is the bastard. Yeah, that's alright. I feel it's really odd to see these guys like here and in Lothar Castle when you listen to the undead settlement. As you first meet these guys in Dark Souls 1 on top of Sans Fortress after you killed the Iron Golem, and they take you to Einer Londo, and there they show up as regular enemies. But only there, just only there. Ah, but look at this is beautiful, that's the ringed city. The end of the world and the end of time. The ringed city. And it looks gorgeous. Just look at that. I mean, you can say what you want, but you know, for beings who are locked away from the rest of the world and time, they do have a gorgeous, gorgeous city. Alright. Now, there are a few things we can see from here. I don't think everything, but quite a lot. We are gonna descend down there eventually. And we are being invaded by some stupid guy. And I don't know if I want to deal with that. I don't know where he invades, but he may be in trouble now. He is in trouble now. Yeah, you can see what happens if you try to go there. We're gonna experience it firsthand in a bit. Oh! But he is safe right there. Can't even light the... Oh, I can even light the bonfire. Well, he is patient, I gotta give him that. And I wish I had Force Attuned right now. Oh, no, they're still here. I do wonder what it takes for this guy to leave. Oh! Oh, I thought I could sneak up on him and I took the wrong way around the stones. I'm an idiot. I'm such a fool. Alright, but it does mean that we don't have to... You know what? I'm just gonna pop quickly to Firelings trying to get a new seed of a giant tree. You know, and this by the way is why I would be a very, very bad troll, because I do stupid stuff like that. Like kill myself accidentally. Man. Yeah man, load up. Just do it, you know you can. Alright. There we go. Ah! Yeah, right, 50% chance. I know. So if you want to farm that, just dry finger, get invaded, commit suicide, and I know, stuff like that. Alright, so we picked up the Rune Sentinel set, and that's a callback to Dark Souls 2, because you had first a gank boss where you had to find off 3 Rune Sentinels, and later on you could find an area with 6 of them as regular enemies. Let's take a quick look at their armor. Rune armor. Armor of the company of knights who were sent to the Ring City on an old king's order. The king sought the Dark Soul, but were so simply crushed they had little choice but to swear themselves to the Judicated Giant. The ill-fated company was later immortalized in a dark fable, inspiring the aspect of certain golems in whom their name lived on. And that's indeed a callback to I forgot his name, the King of Dark Souls 1, 2, I mean. Anyway, that over there is a Judicated Giant. And as soon as you enter the pathway here, he will let out a roar and summon these spectral images of ruined sentinels, among other things. Just like that. Now, these stones do provide some cover, but you can't just walk up to them like this. And lots of archers, lots of damage, pretty much impossible to survive if you are hit. So you gotta run from cover to cover. And deal with some skeletons as well. But occasionally the skeletons get tired of their eternal life and they just commit suicide. Oh! There we go. Down here. And a crystal lizard. There we go. So there are some items scattered across the walkway over there. Oh, as well. Oh, I missed you. Something. It's really tempting to go and grab them just like that, but you obviously don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna wait for everything to calm down. Alright, I might want to equip our Ring of Steel Protection. Because this bit is gonna suck so hard. So we actually need to get past those archers over there. And the rest of them can't really reach through over there. So our dodging better be on point. Oh, that does a lot of damage. And this guy has a lot of health. You can actually just walk over here if you need some time to heal, but he can and will summon other Oh! No! Man, I hate this guy so bloody much. What did you summon? There we go. Oh! As you can see, Spectral Silver Knight, and that's just not any Silver Knight. That's one that's gonna invade us in the Ringed City. There are quite some invasions here. And those Judicated Giants, they do respawn, by the way. They are really, really annoying. Alright, time to collect the items here. Here we grab just a Budding Green Blossom, some Stamina Regen. Here we have a Hidden Blessing, dun dun dun. And most of the items are not too interesting. And some or something just committed suicide. See, just an Ember. Titanite chunks, those are welcome. And there should be another item somewhere over here. There we go. some more budding green blossom. And that should be everything on the walkway. And now we have to drop down again, because I forgot an item down here. Yes, so. But the reason why this is a favorite place for evasion is because the archers and the Judicated Giant, they just straight up ignore any invaders. So unless you have a seed of a giant tree ready, you can just lure the Host of Embers down the stairs. Around that point over there, something, you will aggro the giants, and the archers will show up. Let's see, if I remember correctly, the first enemies we're going to encounter are resistant to lightning, so just a Royal Falcon should do it. And we've totally forgot some dialogue. Dang it. Yeah, he sounds friendly enough, but these preachers, they're called, they talk about the NPCs and invaders you can encounter in this area in the DLC. So here he is referring to Alva, who will return in the DLC. These guys are not hostile, but there are variants of them that are. Oh, oof. Oh. Like I was saying, oh. There are some enemies here and they are lightning resistant and they do set up traps. Like this guy, he tries to push you off the ledge to your death. This, by the way, is near the end of the Ringed City DLC. There, in that tower, there you can find the youngest daughter of Quinn. There is a boss fight, and here is a tough enemy. Now we can't actually see it from here. That is a Covenant location, Covenant altar, and there are some items that we can see indeed. Right over there, this is also a path that we will cross sooner or later. And yet another swamp, not toxic this time, but we will enter it, excuse me, at some point. Alright. So these guys, they love their bloody ambush. These are the thralls of the bloody DLC. And they can use miracles, by the way. They can use some lightning stakes and lightning bolts and such. I think if you look carefully, you can actually see some of the ambushes just before they spring. Like there's an item and there's a guy on the wall and a guy here on the wall, and there should be another one on the other side there. Can I? I can. They do have fantastic drops, by the way. They drop. No, you first. Hollow gems, lightning gems, all that jazz. Dung pies as well. Just a purging stone. Alright, let's pop back to the lookouts real quick and see. If I can get the dialogue still. Ah, there we go. This is a pygmy, by the way. This is the real deal. And just look at this guy. Alright, this is a trick question because I do use miracles, the godly magic, but I did kill some gods. Roll credits. Right, and he basically says, yeah, this place looks beautiful, but all is not as it seems. And we will find that out later in the DLC. I'm trying to remember where to get the miracle. I always forget that. Alright, so get a peek of things to come. So there is the swamp that we are gonna enter. There, over there is a mini boss. There we have some nice items, and that's riddled bit with tough enemies. And that staircase there is as well. And we can enter all that soon enough. Bruh. It's right there. Alright. You just can't see. That's why you have a helmet with, you know, like eyelids stuff thingy. Not completely closed. You can actually see what's in front of you, like the bloody purging monuments. Ah well. Yeah, it's actually a problematic real problematic. Route to get there. Alright, for the next bit, there are enemies that can curse you, so I'm just gonna see if I can grab some stuff that has a higher curse. We should be fine with this. You can see our curse meter build up because these guys curse. And you're not dead. And right over there is an ambush, because why not? Alright, time to meet our first ranked knights. Ooh, hologram, nice. Man, the first time I got here and that guy just walked up to me, I was like, whoa! So cool! And I promptly died because he, you know, put his sword in my head. Man, just look at that. You can get their weapons, you can get their... Oof. Can get the weapons, can get the armor, and it looks really, 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 really awesome. Come on, buddy. For the most part, they're just a rehash of the Lothric Knights, but they do have awesome drop. There we go, in one go. They drop chunks, embers, and their armor, and the weapons and shields can be found later on in DLC. But look at this. It looks badass. I mean, how can I be an evil overlord and not wear this stuff? Mainly because I don't like the horde through the sides. Anyway, up here there's a curse hollow. And a titanium chunk. And here we can spot an ambush. And we can set that off prematurely. Alright. Now we have dealt with that. We get these guys. And I may want to switch weapons here. Because... Ah! Oh, there we go. These guys will turtle up and you need to stagger them just like that to get them out of it. When they start praying and like withdrawing underneath their stone, they will heal themselves up and damage you in the process. So heavier weapons can just flip them in two sides, and when they're on their back, they take more damage. There we go. Then there should be another one somewhere. At least I thought there was a third one here. Maybe not. No, no, no! Oh. I was trying to get to the Candelera. There are like 3 floors down there, bottom floor, first floor, second floor. And you start on the second floor. I was trying to get to the first. There we go. I do love my great swords. Wait. Don't you ignore me. Oof. Oh yeah, these guys also drop Titanite skills, and if I'm not mistaken, Twinkling Titanites. So not only do they drop a lot of souls, also some really epic items. Hey you, come down here. Alright, time to do this again. There we go. Ooh, nice, blessed gem. Alright, so let's do this right. Alright, we can just jump down here, and maybe wearing the silver cat ring would have been a bright idea, but yeah. I'm not really one for bright ideas. There we go. Now there's another ring knight downstairs. This though I'm having great shield and a spear, just like the Lothric knights. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can. Oof. Alright, the chunk, shriving stone. And I thought there was some more treasure. And my soul should be somewhere here. Alright, where are my souls at? Wait, are they on there? No, no. Are they upstairs? Am I that dense? I probably am that dense, but there they are. Souls! Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm glad I'm not in uniform just yet, because there is an invasion. Just a bit ahead, and a freaking lot of annoying enemies. Alright, let me just first come here and deal with these guys. And grab just a Titanite chunk. And here we have a few of those. Those guys just wandering about. And hollows that chuck lightning at us. Ah! Alright, now I feel kind of stupid. And I think we can get the miracle at the next bonfire, I think. Or at least I hope so. Otherwise I'm just gonna grab my soul somewhere and continue with the main game. Oh. Actually, looking at the time, I may want to just wrap up things here. So next time we are going to continue a bit with the DLC, and go get my souls back and hopefully get that miracle and grab everything. There should be an episode up tomorrow, although I might decide to go stream because everyone's away tomorrow evening, so that's a perfect opportunity to do some streaming. I will be streaming next Sunday as well, of course, and I am exploring the editing software I have. So somewhere next week there should be an upload with my low-level invasions of the other nights and stuff, you know. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow, I hope, Sunday for sure, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheerio.